Hello everyone, welcome once again to another tutorial of Power BI by Team Slidescope. In this part, we are beginning our series. This is part 1. We will create 3 dashboards. In part 1, you will learn how to create this first dashboard. One dashboard will be sales dashboard, another customer insights, and third territory performance. So this is organic product sales performance data. What is the total sales volume, total revenue, how many customers are there, revenue by subcategory, parent category, color. This is color of product, total revenue by state, top 5 customers by revenue and volume, total revenue by month and parent category. Important thing about this data set is in this data set we have 7 tables. So how we can connect these 7 tables? 4 of them and 5 of them are connected here, 2 are here. And how will we create some measures like total revenue? Interesting thing is the product pricing is given in price per kg, but the units are given in grams, so we will use conversion there. Total sales volume, total revenue. We will also try to see some basic of related tables and everything that you see here. Meaning of the data set, what is our purpose of doing this analysis? In the second part, what else can you do? In the third part, what else can you do? Everything is written here. From here you can get the data set. So let's get started and learn how to create this first one. So the data set that we have today is about sales of a company which is selling organic products. They have these different tables like feed information, customer grade, where we have different grades, customer type, whether customer is a general customer or institutional or online or retail chain, what type of trade, discount type. We also have the customer's information. We have some products name here. So I have just given some random product names here. This dataset was downloaded from Kaggle. I will provide the link of that dataset and its description in the link which I will send to you. Then we have the parent category. We have color, grams and price per kg here. So important thing is in dataset it is given as grams and price per kg is given. So we will see how we can calculate the actual price of these colors. And when sales is happening, so you can see product code is given and volume is given. And there is an area where we have customers ID, region, state and beat number to which this customer belongs. So in the context of sales, a beat refers to a specific territory or group of accounts that salesperson is assigned to cover typically on a daily or weekly basis, and it's a structured sales route designed to ensure efficient coverage, optimize travel time and maximize sales opportunities. So now we will have this data set loaded in our favorite BI tool and we will create the model and start analyzing it. So for this particular data sets analysis, I am going to open Power BI desktop and I will provide the information of data set here. So here is the data set summary where we can find the 7 tables that we have and what are they representing. Next, in Power BI desktop, we will click on Excel workbook and here we are going to load the data. So now when you will load the data, you will see all 7 tables. So we will select them one by one. Here you can see in area table, we have problem in column. So we will fix this. In beat also, customer grade is okay, product is okay, sales is okay, and salesperson is also okay. So now before loading them, I will go to transform to open Power Query Editor. So now we are inside Power Query Editor, as you can see. And here, for example, in area, the first column is not being read properly. So we will click on this icon over here and used the first row as headers. So here you can see the query for it also, table.transform column type and promoted headers. So here region, state, etc. So we are putting this as header and their data types also. So this is one thing. Then in the beat table also we will do the same thing, use first row as header. So here you can see the same query. In customer also we will use first row as header. In customer grade it is okay, product it is okay, sales it is okay, salesperson also it is okay. So now whatever data cleaning or proper header adjustment was needed to be done, we have done. And now we can close and apply, and it will now load the data in our data pane. And now we can see data is loaded, and now we can save our project. Now in this project, when we have to create analysis report, you can find the data set here, and based on the 7 tables we have already explained. First will be the sales performance dashboard, and its purpose will be to track product sales, customer segments and revenue over time. So we will rename as sales performance dashboard, and in the sales performance dashboard we will insert a text box first to let people know what we are doing here. So this is organic products sales performance dashboard, and we can format this, for example, keep font size and font, we can make it bold, we can select the font color. This type of things can be done here. I have a set of assets here, like these are font icons that we can use in our headings just to represent what we are doing, and these icons can also be resized. You can resize them as per your need. This is going to be a dashboard, or this is going to be a report which will have multiple pages. So in those dashboards you will see, for page navigation we have a sidebar. So I will align it to right hand side, and on my left hand side I will insert a sidebar with the help of a shape. So this is the shape that we can add here, and for this shape we can select any particular style color. So this is background color which we can select from here, like currently I'm going to select this basic color. This is the primary color, and later I'm going to show you a way to change your color theme accordingly, but right now I'm just going with the primary color blue that is here. And here also, if you want, you can select and go to effects, enable some shadow here just to represent it like this. Okay, and in your shadow, if you want to give border you can give, but we'll just keep it like that. And here also we have shadow. If you want to enable, you can enable the shadow like this. Now one thing is, after creating this sidebar and our header, we have the entire information here, and here we can insert some images. So I have some set of assets here that I keep in a folder. So from this set of assets I am going to select this one, because in this report we are analyzing sales performance. But you can use other icons. These icons can be easily downloaded from Canva. I will click on my shape here, this particular shape, and I will send it to back so that it is, you know, behind our icon and whatever we will place over it. Now before we start creating something, here is the model view, and in this model view you can see we have these products listed. So you can see in these two tables, okay, let's see, in these two tables customer ID is common in area and sales. So if you will see, in area we have customer ID, customers area, and when sales is there you can see customer ID. Now here also in customer and obviously in customer and area this is common, and in customer and sales is, so this area is like a bridge table between them, and with this we have the customer grade. Okay, now with salesperson you can see in salesperson and beat, which I explained, salesperson name is common, so we can check. So in salesperson and beat, so in salesperson you can see we have name, and in beat also we have salesperson ID. So here in salesperson we, okay, so the salesperson column is common, right? So this will help us in creating the relationship. But now you can see with products we don't have any relationship, okay, here. So if you see uh, in products table we have a product code, okay, and when sales is happening we also have product code, so we can relate them. So we can relate sales and product like this. So in sales we have product code, so I will just drag product code from here to here, and this will create the relationship. Okay, if you want to see its properties, like it's many to one, because in sales many products will be there, so this many to one relationship is established here. Now let's see how we can link others. Now if we see, we have region in the customers table, and in salesperson table also we have the region, like this is area sales manager 1 2 3, and they also have the region. Okay, so we will try to link them by region. So in salesperson we have region, and both in area and customer we have the region. So just to verify, CS18 is from north, okay, and if we see the area, so I'm writing CS18, and here we can see CS18 north. So now this is same value, so we can link it with area or customer. So I'm just going to link it with area. Area region salesperson we will link, and as you can see it is asking us to create a many to many relationship, because in this many to many relationship, because in customers also we have multiple regions, and salesperson also we have multiple regions. So before creating that relationship we'll keep it like this, and we will try to create some basic visuals first, because this is going to be a multi-part series, so we are going to discuss everything in great detail in this project. To calculate total sales volume, first of all, so in the data set that you can see, whenever we have the information of sales we have volumes, that is number of units that are sold. So for example 892, and here in product we have information of number of grams and price per kg. So we will just add a card here, and in this card we will just create a measure here. Although it is not needed, we can do it directly also, but we may need this measure in further calculations. We are going to call it total sales volume will be sum of sales, and here it is given as vol, which is volume. And when we'll create that, so it will show us total sales volume, and which is around 242 million. This is just volume, we are just representing this number. Here in this card we can go to call out value, and we can reduce its size around 35, and as I said, I'll be using the primary color as our main font color, and in category label we can use any other color from the palette like this one. And here also I am going to apply the same formatting so that we have some shadow over here. So this is total sales volume. Now if you see this, we have grams given, that is 10 gram, and price per kg is given. So for example, grams is 250 grams and price of 1 kg is 250. So first we have to convert them to kg, right? And for that, product grams divided by 1000 converts grams to kilograms, and product price per kg gives price per kilogram, and sales volume number of packs sold. So when we are trying to create total revenue, it will be sum x, because we are writing an expression also. In sum x, the first argument is your table name. So this is your table name. I am just adding a comment here. This is the table name, and this second part is your expression. So we are multiplying the volume, which is vol basically in our case, and now we are using the related function, which we have used in previous classes also. So in related function, it will automatically select the product grams from the product table, divide it by 1000 to convert it to kilograms, and then multiply it by related products price per kg. So this is there. And see, we are doing best as per our assumption. If you think somewhere while writing the formula or anything a mistake is made, please let us know and we will correct that in the next video. So here we are going to create a new measure here. This will be a new measure because it's going to be a single value. So here I am going to write it like this. So you can see in sum x, it takes table and your expression. And since here product code is given, so it will automatically link product which is related with it. So that's what related does. In related, we can select a column name. So related products grams and related product price per kg. So we can now create this, and let's see what is the total revenue based on our logic. And here we are going to replace and show total revenue. Now somehow it is showing blank, that means it is not able to understand, there is some problem. So we will try to fix that. Here you can see in product and sales we actually have product code, so it should read, but let's go back to sales table, and I'm just trying, like this is a fix that I am trying. So I am creating a new column here, okay, and let's say I'm going to say I'm going to call it as product name, just to check, and I will write related. In related we have the products table, and in product table we have the product name. Okay, so this is how, and we will select that, and now you can see it is not able to get the product name, that's why we may have the problem. Now if you will see in product code, it is given as CS1021, and in product it is given as PRDT 1000, 1001, etc. So there are four numerical digits. So that's why it is not able to recognize this relationship. And if you will see, actually it is from 1000 to 1025, and here in product code also it is from 1000 to 1026. Maybe a case that for one product we don't have any sales. So in order to link them together, there are many ways of doing that. Like we can create a calculated column where we can trim only 4 characters from left or right. But I'm going to show you a very simple way. We can right click here and click on edit query to go to Power Query Editor once again. And in Power Query Editor, we will select the uh, product column. Either we can change it here, or we can select the sales column and we can right click here and replace values. So in every value CS hyphen is written. So the pattern is given like that. So easiest way, I will replace CS with PRDT. That's what is given in the products table. So now it will be like that, PRDT and so on, right? So in sales table now the product code is like that. Let's close in apply, and it is applying changes, and now you can see the value. So our total revenue will now be calculated because now we actually have the related data. And what I did here, now you can see product name, all the products name will also be available here. Bigay, dry cheese, star sub. So these are just some changed names. You can see the original data set for these names, but I have just changed them because I just want to do it anonymously. Now here we have total sales volume, here we have total revenue. So whatever else you want, you can get it here. And just for reference, we can show other information also, like how many customers do we have. So for example, here we have customer ID. So we will drag customer ID here and we will simply count distinct. So this is distinct count of customer ID, and here we will just rename for this visual as count of customers. Now if you see the area table here, see I just want to see some put some KPIs in the top row. That's why I'm putting some information here. So here you can see we have different states and how many different states are we serving. So we this is count of customers and this is states. So these are all states of India, and here also we will use count distinct. So this particular company is selling items to 19 different states of India, and every sales in sales table every item has a bill number, so PMI 12, etc. So on the basis of distinct count of these bill numbers, we can write count of bills or whatever, or count of orders. So I'm just going to put count of orders here. So instead of first bill number, I will just write it like this. And count of bill number is 70,000. And let me check whether, yeah, it has 70,000 rows. Now here you can see it is showing us decimal points. So in call out value here, the display unit I will show as none, or I will show 1000 as the value and decimal places at 0. So this is our count of orders. Okay, so we will rename for this visual as count of orders or count of bills, whatever you want to do. So this is count of orders. So now our KPIs are created. Now after this, in our sales performance dashboard, we will do something like total sales by product and category, where you can use stacked bar or column chart. So for example, every product has a category, and now we have these related, these tables are now properly connected. So we will be able to show sales by category, sales by product, and parent category. So if you go there in category, we have parent category and category, which can be called as subcategory also. So let's see category and subcategory wise sales, and for that we are going to use a stack column chart. And in this stack column chart, I will simply bring category to x-axis because this is the categorical field that we have, and then in y-axis we can bring something like total revenue or total sales volume. So since total revenue is calculated, so you can see coffee is the category with highest amount of sales or revenue here. And here also I am going to do some settings, like in title I will select this color as title and align it to center. I will copy formatting, it may disable title, yeah, but let's, so at least formatting is copied. And now you should do this before, and after this, here is our columns, and this is the color, so I'm going to select this color for it. If you want to display the numbers also, you can enable data labels, and for your data labels you can see we have orientation is horizontal, we can do vertical orientation also, just to show them like this. And here position value, in value we can select display units as thousands, or we can display it in millions, that will be good. And as you can see here, in some cases we are not able to see the color, so let's choose a color that is visible on both shades. Okay, so now you can see that, and I am selecting horizontal color, and we can prefer inside and or inside base, whatever you want you can select. In the similar way, we can copy this visual and we can change it to clustered bar, or we can change it to stack bar, doesn't matter because we are not adding any other category or any other visual here. And in this stack bar we can simply remove it and show it by parent category. So in parent category wise, if we see in beverages we have highest amount of sales, and in subcategory if you see coffee is the, that particular category where we have highest amount of sales. So this is total revenue by category, and let's write it as subcategory. I am just manually writing it here because in many data sets it is given as a subcategory. Now we can also show sales trend over time. This can be a line chart with the date filter. So now I'm going to give you options to apply filters as well. For sales trend over time, we will simply use a line chart or area chart. So I'm going to use a line chart for now, and in that line chart I will bring or copy the same formatting like this. Now whenever we are creating a line chart, we have to select something that is date. Mostly we select date on x-axis, and in this case also when date is given, so it is being read as a proper date. Next thing is what we can do, simply bring date on x-axis and revenue, total revenue on y-axis. So you can see as per the data in 2021, 22 and 4, what was the revenue. In 25, because the year is still in progress and this data is recent data, so that's why this number is going down now. But the thing is, here in date, or here when we are showing date, suppose we want to show by different parent category, we want to show sales or revenue by different parent category. What we can do in legend, we can bring that. So I'm bringing that in legend here. So I will just bring the parent category as legend, and now you will be able to see for beverages, chocolate, frozen, etc. You will be able to see the sales, and we can simply convert it into an area chart as well. There is one more thing. If we click here, so after clicking here, if I click on the drill down, so you will be seeing total revenue by year, quarter and parent category. If I drill further, this is year, quarter, parent category and month also. Okay, but if I go back to the default setting and click here and now click this parallel icon, so now I am seeing for year and now I am seeing for every month. So this is quarter. So in 4 years, no matter how many years we have, this is the summarized data of all quarters, and this is summarized data of all months that we have. So this is something that we can create here. So with the help of these icons, we can do that. And now, as explained in the document that we had originally, we can put some filters. So for creating those filters, we are going to add normal slicers here. And first of all, I am adding a slicer, and in this slicer I am going to select the parent category. So this is the field of slicer. I am going to select parent category, and in parent category we will go to the format your visual setting, and I will select it as a drop down list. Now in drop down list for values, I will select little bit of darker color. This is slicer header, which I will select as white color. In general, in effects, I will disable the background, and here I will just enable the shadow. So this is something that you can see here. So now this way we can create many filters. One final thing for these filters that I'm going to do is in effects, I will enable visual border, and I will just use white color. So this is our parent category. Now you can put different type of filters here, like if you want to put subcategory, you can select that, or I also want to put product name here as category. So like we have different products, and for that product, if I want to see, remember these are just some random product names, so not representing anything in particular. So for example, I just want to select for parent category. So this way you will be able to visualize the entire data. And we can see we have different other fields also that are representing product attributes, or that are product attributes, like category is coffee, tea, chocolate, bread, supplements, etc. And their color is also given. So I also want to see color wise, like what is the preference of customers. And when we will add different regions as sales, for example, in customers we have region information. So when I'm going to add region here, I will also add a state name here. So we have state name here. So let's say in Telangana or in Uttarakhand or in Bihar, what is the preference? So, or what is the performance, state-wise performance, and most importantly, here, if I create a copy, because I want to create 3 visuals per row, and here in this copy, I will select the donut chart, and instead of parent category, I am going to select color. So this is color, and because I have copied it, it's uh, you know data labels are not visual or visible, I have to reduce their size to 8 or 9, then they will be visible. And now I am going to use this color for them, make them bold. Now which gives us an indication that brown is the color which has most amount of sales. In these kind of charts where a category like color is given, so for brown we can select something that is brown and so on. So this is something that you can do here. So like I'm selecting for brown, for black and blue, yellow and orange. So this is slice. So selection of these slices can be on the basis of different logics, but here since the exact name is given, so we can select that. Next, something like top 5 product or customers by volume, state-wise sales distribution. So top 5 product or customers by volume, I am showing you how to do one of them and you can repeat it yourself for the other charts. Let's say who are the top 5 customers by sales volume. So for that we will select a clustered bar or clustered column chart, and first of all I'll copy the same formatting here. On x-axis I will put the customer name, and on y-axis, because we are doing it by sales volume this time, you can select anything. I'm selecting sales volume, and you can see this is the name like Rahul Verma. Now this list is going to show us all the customers by sales volume with this scroll bar here. Now if we have to show top 5, so here you can see in this visual we are seeing the data, and somehow date month is November is selected. So and it may have been because of this, like I would have clicked somewhere. So now make sure all the filters are cleared, and here you can see customer name is all. I can click on basic filtering and top n, and I will show top 5 here. Okay, and by value, so in by value I am going to select by sales volume and apply here. So these are the top 5 customers by sales volume. Now I can simply select a line and clustered column chart also. It is going to represent the same data, but in line and clustered I can bring another data here as well. So in line y-axis I can bring total revenue also, which we have got from these customers. So I am just going to change the title. So total sales volume and value by customer, something like that. Or I will simply call it as top 5 customers by revenue and volume. Now here we have the secondary y-axis, which is line color is this. We can select a light color to show that number as well. So I will use this color to show that. So this is top 5 customers by revenue and volume. Next is we also have state information. So and we have some charts like shape map, but I will first select in this shape map if it is able to show this information, because for USA it does, as you can see. So it is showing USA, but the local is India. Let's see if we have that information here. So you can see for it has many other countries and states, but not for India at this moment. But for custom map we have to upload a JSON file. So I'm going to apply the same effect using the field map. So in field map, when I'm selecting a state here, you can see it is slowly applying in India. So all the states that we have available. In tooltips I am going to select total revenue. So By default, whenever I will put my mouse over them, so it will show that data, and Rajasthan is by default darker in color here. Okay, and what we can do, we can also go to fill color, where we can select FX. We can select a rule. In rule we will select gradient, and instead of count of state from the sales table, I am going to select total revenue. State with the lowest value will be displayed in this color, and highest value will be displayed in this color, and states which have revenue in the mid range are in this color. Okay, we can click OK, and now you can see the color. For example, Tamil Nadu and Telangana, they are blue in color, and Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar, they are light blue, and Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka, they are in yellow color. This is dark yellow, this is light yellow, and so on. On the basis of this color gradient scheme that we have, it has automatically given them colors. We can also select, let's say if value is low, we will select red color. If value is high, we will select blue color. So you will see something like that. So it's your choice how you want to represent it. And this is organic products sales performance dashboard. And here actually we can provide some buttons. So for example, we can create or put some icons as buttons. So I'm going to insert an image here, and some image that represents sales. Our second dashboard is going to be customer and trade type, and third will be sales force and territory performance. So we can basically use Canva. Let's say because we have to create three reports. So for sales, I'm going to select some icon here. So even though if you are using Canva for free, you will find some icons, that represent sales. Main thing that you have to consider is that when you are using these icons, for example, if I am going with this, so here we select a dark background. I will tell you why, because we want to make these images transparent, and you don't have to worry about it. I will provide these images to you. So like you can use something like this, okay, with a dark background, and here you can select a light color, a very light color. Okay, similarly, since we have to create three dashboards, so one will be customer and trade type and territory. So for that, let's say I want to use customers, so let's say I'm using this icon. Okay, and for customers, to represent customers, and here also I will use white color for them. So obviously some part of it is white, and we'll use like that. Next, for territory, so I'm going to use a globe icon or state icon. So here is territory, and I'm going to use this icon, and I will just select the white color. So these will be the three images, and I'm going to call them menu icons. Download them. These are our three menu icons. We can select them one by one using remove PG. Remove PG basically removes background color. So you can see all of them will become white, although it is not visible, but when we'll put it over a color, it will be visible. Now we can download them. Now these three icons are added here, and we are going to use them as menu icons. So this is one, this is, so let's add them one by one. It does not allow multiple selection. So this is going to be for customer insights. So I'm going to use it here. Let's insert another image. This is going to be for territory and global insights, like, or for region wise analysis. So make sure that we are using the icons in same size. See, as per your creativity, you can put buttons anywhere. I'm just putting on top so that it is easy for someone to navigate. And if you want, you can provide some text below them as well, that this is for sales, this is for customers. And let's add another image here that represents sales, and it is this one. So whatever you believe is the best icon suited for your need, you can put them here. Okay, now let's say this is sales performance dashboard, and if I duplicate it, and this is going to be our second dashboard which will be used in our second class. So this will be customer and trade type analysis. So we will rename it as customer and trade type analysis. This is sales performance, and let's duplicate it one more time. And third is sales force and territory performance. Okay, so I'm just going to rename it like this, and I will change the heading. So here we are going to put sales force and territory performance. Don't worry about it. I will just resize it to 28, make it bold, and reduce the difference between them. Select font color like this. Okay, and we can try to arrange them. So this is sales force and territory, and this is customer and trade type. And data set summary for you guys will be 4. Now once we are doing that, okay, and this is something that you can do before duplicating them, that now you can click on them, and as per action you will do page navigation. And let's say because this is sales, so this is sales performance dashboard, so here it will be none. Okay, this is for customer, so here page navigation will take us to customer and trade analysis, and this is for territory, so we will use page navigation to Salesforce and territory performance, right? So this way you will be able to put these navigation buttons. So when someone will click on them, when we'll publish the reports, when you will publish the report either to Power BI online or using report server. So we also have report server, which I have explained in many previous classes. If you want, I will provide a link to report server also. So you can publish these reports on Power BI report server, and this is how you can link them together. So this is one thing. If you remember in beginning I told you, you can go with the primary colors, and later just go to view, and in view just select your favorite theme. Let's say we are selecting this theme, so everything will be changed according to your theme. Okay, let's say we are going with this, so whatever theme you prefer, for example if we are going with this, or we are going with this, so you can see as per that theme's primary colors it will automatically select them. Okay, so if you want to go with them you can select, or we can switch to the original theme that we have. So it's your choice, you can go with that. Let's say for customers I'm going to use a different type of theme color. For Salesforce I'm going to select a different type of theme. Although we use the same, but we are trying different thing. I'm going with this. So whatever is your preferred color combination, you can go with that. Okay, so and later I'm going to show you how to change it for different pages. So this is our similar simple dashboard. where we try to create organic product sales performance dashboard. This is first part where we try to answer a few things. In the second part, we will answer more questions. You can learn data analytics at SlideScope. We also have a dedicated Power BI course on Udemy from beginning, so you can also try that out. I am just making them blue in color, and here I am just setting the color as per our theme color. Also here, if you want to make category labels bold, select this color, you can do that. So that's why I keep color customization for the last, because you can, you know, put more and more time into it and apply more creativity there so that you can make them more attractive. So this is something that you can try now. Try from your end, let us know. And one final thing before going. So for example, this is going to show us sales, right? So it will take us to sales dashboard. So I will just write sales dashboard. Okay. It will take us to customers insights. So we will write customers insights or whatever. Okay. And this will take us to territory. So I will just write territorial or territory performance. So now what happens with this? When someone wants to check what is there inside this, so you can see sales dashboard, customer insights, territory performance. So you will see tooltips like this. These type of tooltips are very much helpful for end users. Try them, let us know. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. Anything that you want, please discuss with us. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.